Hi y'all, and welcome to our video for today. We are going to talk about identifying integers. And so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we want to do when identifying an integer is to determine if the number is negative or positive. So let's look at a number line in order to figure this out. So if I have a number line here, I have 0 in the middle, and then to the right of 0 are my positive numbers, and those are labeled in blue to match the word positive up here. The negative numbers are to the left of 0, and those are in white to match negative. So these numbers are opposite of 0 on the number line. So 4 here is opposite of negative 4. So those are opposites. One is positive, one is negative. They're both integers. What is an integer? An integer is any whole number and their opposite. So if you look at the number line here, I can pick any number here on the positive side. So let's go with the number 4. And the opposite is going to be the negative 4. So if I were to choose 7, what is the opposite of 7? That would be negative 7. And so it works that way for every positive whole number. There is an opposite, and those are all integers. For step 2, we want to locate on the number line the number that we're talking about. Left of 0 is negative, and right of 0 is positive. So let's test out a few of these numbers. So first we're going to locate the number 4. The number 4 on the number line is right here. Then we're going to locate the 0. 0 is here. Next, we're going to locate negative 2 right here. And last, we're going to locate the negative 6, which is here. Now, we want to use our number line because the next thing we want to do is compare these numbers and put them in order according to greatest and least. So here I have the same 4 numbers labeled on our number line from the previous slide. So first we want to put them in order from least to greatest. Well, least to greatest, using the number line, starts on the farthest left. And in this case, that would be our number negative 6. So first, when I'm writing them in order from least to greatest, I write the number and then a comma. The next least number is going to be negative 2, comma. Then I have 0, comma, and last I have the 4. Now, sometimes they ask you to label them greatest to least. So greatest to least is going to be the opposite direction. We're going to start on the far right and label them going to the left. So in this case, 4 would be our greatest number. 0 is the next smallest. Then I have negative 2 and negative 6. So you can see here that least to greatest is opposite of greatest to least. But it's very important whenever it asks you to label numbers in order that you pay attention to what they're telling you to do. Because if it says least to greatest, but you label it greatest to least, you're going to get the answer incorrect. You have to do it in the same order that the instructions tell you. For our 4th step, we're going to now use the number line, but we want to compare the numbers using the greater than or less than symbol instead of just putting them in order. This means there's not always going to be more than 2 numbers, but you also want to pay attention to what numbers they're talking about. So in this case, we want less than. Well, less than, if you think about using your left hand and making an L shape with your left hand, that's going to be the same direction as less than, which means that my smaller number is going to be farther to the left. And in this case, negative 6 is my smaller number. So negative 6 is less than 4. If I'm talking about greater than, I'm going to write it the opposite way. 4 is greater than negative 6. The open part of my caret here is always going to be open towards the bigger number. So if you can't remember which one is less than or greater than, just make sure you always put the larger number where the open side is. It's going to try and eat the bigger number if you want to think about it that way. Okay, so now that we know how to identify and compare integers, let's go ahead and do some practice problems. So the first one, we want to order from least to greatest, and we have a number line here at the top of the screen that we can use. But when we're ordering things from least to greatest, we just want to look at our list here and find which one is going to be the smallest number. If you can order your greater numbers easier, then sometimes it's okay to work backwards. Just make sure that you have the least number written first. So in this case, if I look at my number line, the smallest number in this list is going to be -7. So I'm going to write that here, put a comma. My next smallest number is the -5. Then the next one I have is -2. Once I get to the positives, everything is labeled the same. So 3 and then 5. Now if you notice, negatives, since they're the opposite of our whole numbers, which are our positive numbers, then when I'm putting them in order from least to greatest, it's going to work backwards. -7 is actually smaller than -5. So let's try another order from greatest to least this time. So we're going to go greatest to least, which means we're actually going to start on the right side of our number line. So here our greatest number is going to be 6. The next number is 2. Then using my number line, the next one is 0. Now I have -3 and -5. So if I'm working my way left, -3 comes first. And then I have -5. Now we're going to determine which is the less than. So let's look here at our two numbers. We have -2 and -5. So if I find those up here on the number line, I have -2 and -5. The smaller number is going to be further left. Okay, so in this case I have my less than symbol, so my less than number, which is farthest to the left, is written first because -5 is less than -2. You'll also notice that the open side of your less than symbol is open to the -2, the bigger number. And last, which one is greater than 3 or -3? Well, if I label both of these, I have -3 over here, +3 over here, so the greater number is farther to the right. So 3 is greater than -3. And anytime you're dealing with opposites, these are opposites, one is positive, one is negative with the same number value, the positive number is always going to be greater than the negative number. Let's go ahead and recap how we identify and compare integers. So first, we want to determine if the number is negative or positive. Second, we want to locate it on the number line. Left of 0 is negative, right of 0 are positive numbers. Third, we want to put numbers in order from least to greatest or greatest to least, depending on what they want you to do. And fourth, we want to compare numbers using the greater than or less than symbol. So if you still need more help, you can watch this video a couple of times and then be ready to ask some specific questions if you still are having trouble understanding it. I know integers are a new concept. Sometimes it's hard to grasp that concept, but the more you practice, the better you'll get. This is Mrs. D signing off with Identifying Integers. Have a great day. Bye.